I mean, seriously. Come on, how long is that going to work? How long is that going to last? You're only going to have 1,000 of them. You're only going to have this many of that and this many of that. Okay, so break it down. Okay, $1 for anybody in the whole United States. No matter where you're at, it's just $1. Whatever. Okay, so if everybody had the opportunity just to do that, one thing, but you're not making what you need. So you got to make what you need. You figure your rent, and then you figure the cost of every item that you have, or everything that you want to go for, and then budget it out through a whole month. Okay, so I sold this many stuff, but I'm only able to afford this much. At the end of the month, I only sold this much stuff, so I still need to cover up this much stuff to make it this much more money. That's when it breaks down to, like, okay, the very last the month, or I mean the very last day of the month that comes around, and you're hustling, you're scraping every single penny and dime to make that last few dollars or whatever situation up you can do. I have looked at this for myself. It's being a music artist, and it's being a kid in life and everything else. My grandma had told me this, and I took it to heart every time. And there were some times I was like, no, I'm not going to take that to heart. I'm not going to do this. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to focus on one thing. And see if I can make it. We can't do that. You can't do that. You got to do everything. You know, my grandma told me, make sure you have something to pay the bills first. And I took it to the end. Okay? Stay with it. Stay with it. And have something else that's on hobby or something to make us nice and do what they will. There'll be other, like, other people out there shooting, like, say idiotic things, like a lot of people, which is true. There's a lot of people out there that don't really think about what they're doing, and they just do it, and they don't look it up before they do it, and just get in trouble for it, such as stealing things, selling drugs, and so on. All these things that are not God-worthy, and things that are not making you no money, and not being to where, how can I say it, don't know really to say, but put it this way, it's not making no money, it's not making no sense. It's not making you dollars in your pocket. It's not making you rich. So you have a 9-to-5 job, keep it. I put it that way. Don't quit your 9-to-5 for your hobby. Don't quit your 9-to-5 for anything. Let your 9-to-5 quit on you. But if you do that, that's your mistake. That was your mess up. Whatever. So if that happens, it's played out. Someone complains on you. Tell your boss, okay, I didn't look at this. Figure it out. And then they're like, well, you knew it right away. Yeah, okay. And that was the thing. That's what we need to all find out. So, for example, say your overhead is $2,000. You got to cover 5 days. Okay, so you find a job to make you $1,000. whatever I find nowadays on the ground, or whatever is given to me, I might hold on to it for a certain amount of time, or I might just get rid of it after a while. And things that mean a lot to me, I'll probably never get rid of. And there's a lot of stuff that I figure that means a lot to me that I won't never get rid of, and we'll never do that. So I haven't been telling anybody what streets we're on, where we're at. I just been talking. You guys been listening. I hope. We're off of Yorktown Beach Boulevard, and we're like maybe a good block and a half before Adams to see what's going on up there. There was a quite back activity going on back there, and people getting my way, like this guy right here. I'm backing up, and the other guy was backing up, and all that sort of situations. And everyone thinks I wasn't really paying attention to what's going on. I was paying attention greatly to what's going on. The way I was taught in my life how to ride, or even ride my bike, whatever, and talk at the same time until the time has always worked. That's what my dad has taught me to do, and that's what I did. So always treat your life like a tour guide, I guess, and you'll never feel afraid of almost anything. But a lot of people might feel afraid of like that, or even just like you're walking a dog. Who knows? So let's see here. What's going on? What's going down over here? What's happening? They are on right here. So if I cruised up in here, you guys did not give me no chase at all. I mean, they'll figure it out one day. They'll figure it out. They'll be like, "Oh man, that's that guy." When they stumble upon my YouTube in life, if they even pay attention to YouTube, they'll be like, "Oh, that was me. Oh wow, that was that guy who cruised down that hill." So that's the thing. You just stumble upon certain things too. So that's the whole reason why I want you guys to all come around on tomorrow's live. Whoever's watching, whoever you know that's on the channel. And when I start out the live, I don't know what time exactly I'm going to do it, but I'm definitely going to do it and send out some links to certain people while I'm doing it, and see if anybody just comes on and starts to tune in, check things out, whatever's happening on a situation. Do some gameplay with it, or video watching with it, and everything else, just to let you guys know what's up. And I'm only going to do it for about maybe a good hour or so. So whoever's out there listening right now, and whoever's checking out the channel right now, as this link is up, or when this video is up, is tune in the next day to the live for that situation of all the stuff that I'm going to be talking about, showing what's up in the music industry or just in life in general for me, and all these like crazy ideas I have in my head for certain things like that. And there's a lot of stuff in my room of where I'm staying at that I want to get rid of, that I don't want around me anymore, that I'm going to post up on my eBay, and shout out my eBay little subscriber or name, whatever I got to do to get you guys to check out my eBay and products I'm selling, and products I will be selling. See on my hand. This is going to be the biggest opportunity for me ever, because I've been watching a lot of these videos of people buying and finding all kinds of stuff and turning it to people, selling off to people or whatever the situation is, because they memorized it or they know it's there or whatever like that. But all the stuff I'm going to be doing and getting rid of on my channel is stuff that I have collected out that I have found and I have kept and stuff like that. So a lot of stuff is going to be posted up on my eBay channel for sale. A lot of jewelry that I have that could be real, fake, I don't know. I gotta check it out. See how much it's posted for, if it's for to carry, if it's silver, whatever. You know, I gotta check those things. I gotta check those things out. I have another set of stuff on down on the ground at the beach. My days of being a person who goes through trash cans looking for recyclables and coming and stumbling upon a piece of jewelry or something old or something unique even. And I even think I got hold of it. I even looked over in my hand and it's like, oh, that's cool. And I seriously have been sitting on this stuff for a long time. So I'm going to show some of the things I'm going to post up on my eBay, besides just doing the live talking and all that. And I'm not gonna base on this video to be long or whatever the topic is. I'm going to show a certain amount of things that I want to post up on my eBay for sale and see what happens there and have that checked out. And then move on from there. And then also to let you know, this is like the stupidest things I've heard and saw, and things that I stumbled across. Not cross. Across. That is how are some artists making all this money, and how come I'm not? And I want to see that, because my music right now for this month has became to where it's like, okay, why do I only have these many listeners for the month when this guy over here or this person over here has got this many views for his videos, and how many days, you know, and they just post it up and boom, I'm getting millions of views because I know the followers. And how many of those followers are completely take this to where they're going to be like, oh man, he's making fun of you, or, you know, he's doing this, he's doing that. No, I'm just doing it. I'm not hating on anybody. I'm just trying to figure out why you can do this, and I'm not making that many views because of that. Situations that you guys are doing and something I'm not doing. Wow. Okay. Let's see here. Alright. I didn't know what to do in that situation. Everything is blocked off by these kids. Everything was blocked off by younger generation or something like that. That's another thing too. Even just stumbling upon with that situation right there. Younger generations. Okay? Younger people are taking this stuff to advantage and checking out whatever it is. They're making fun of it. They're liking it. They're streaming it. They're checking it out. They're constantly like, wow, this is amazing. Look at that guy, you know, or look at that person, and so on. Maybe I should try to be like him. Well, the whole thing is you gotta be yourself before you can do anything else. That's why I want to invite you to this live. Not to see how many views I can get, not to see how many people I can get on there, even though I want to get a lot of people on there. That's why I'm trying to invite everybody to my channel. And here's some exciting things. Okay, so when I first started doing my music out there back in 2000, and I think it was like around 2010 or 11, I started my little job, well, not little job, big job I've been doing for a long time now, in 2008. Making a living off of it, and do my best to do whatever I can do to keep my bosses happy and all things like that, and follow rules and all terminations and all that. I like that. So I don't have to, you know, lose them. So if anybody out there ever tells you you can't do this, it's none of their business what you are doing on the side of your job. Seriously. It's totally against the law, for number one, for them to even tell you to delete this, delete that. You can't do this because you're with me. You're in my company. Okay, no. If anybody looks that up, they can't tell you to shut down your YouTube. They can't tell you to shut down this. They can't tell you to delete that. For number one. I've already looked around everywhere on the internet, asked a whole bunch of millions of questions. They can't do it. So the thing is, you gotta fight for your right on that situation. And if you don't, then you're just not really caring about yourself. that much, and you're not really caring about what's going on or what's happening or what's situations that could happen or that could not happen. So make sure that you all tune in tomorrow on this live that I'm going to be doing. And I know I talked through the whole ride all the way almost completely out here, but this is one thing I stumbled across today before coming out on this trip that I'm going to talk about in the first place. For a lot of music artists and a lot of YouTubers and other things out there. Oh, that's cool. Look at old school sand buggy up there. And we all can't really see that well. Except for me, I've seen it. And the cars trying to squeeze in behind me and everything. Crazy. That sand buggy is cool. So another reason why I want you guys to tune into also is the main thing. People are telling you things that you can do to make a lot of money, and there's just some things you don't do because you don't trust yourself, and some things you don't do because you're figuring out it ain't gonna work for me, and I'm gonna be mediocre at it. Seriously, there's a lot of things I don't do. And that right there is a dead skunk. And I just recently been passing by it now for a couple days. I mean, that is a dead skunk, and that's just like nasty. Huntington Beach. Hashtag. What do they call it? Animal control. Pick that up. Even that. That's just like the thing. Seriously. I think about that. There's even like the grossest jobs out there that you can do to make millions of dollars. Hundreds of dollars or thousands of dollars. These two guys are here on the motorcycle. What do you think they're doing? How they're trying to make that money right now? Or enjoying their day because they made a lot of money and they have the day off and they just want to go cruising or whatever. That's the whole thing. You're gonna have fun at what you're doing and not worry about anything else. That's the main concept right there. That I want everybody to get along with on the channel. And me, I've been having fun with this e-bike thing. It's not going to make me millions of dollars. I can tell you that right now. It probably ain't going to never make me a whole bunch of money. You know? And there's tons of other things I could do with this channel and so on to make me money. But I definitely have not made that much money when I have off of it. Matter of fact, I have made money. Okay? I have thousands of streams, views, plays on anything like that, and I have made any big hustling dollars off of anything. And I've been doing this for pretty close to pretty good on the e-bike ever since I got it. And doing what other people have been doing with their YouTube channels for a while. And I've been making music ever since I was age 7. And that's one song that's out there. I already released it ever since I was 7. And that has been like the terminology right there. Ever since I was 7, I really thought about like certain things. And came across a lot of things throughout my life since I was like 88, I can say. And since I was 7 is when I realized a lot of things. To be true in life and then not. And what could happen and what could happen and so on. Whoa! Got some air on that one. I got some air big time on that one. I just been flying up here. So now we're on the area of Mason Verde on the east side of Holston. We started off in the city of Westminster, and I talked through the whole video right now. And I've been paying attention to the road the whole time I came up here. And some of you guys probably thought I did not pay attention that well. I did pay attention a lot, and seen a lot of cultural things that I probably could miss out on talking about, showing you guys all the people laying down on the grass and so on. I got to talk to you about an area of one of my old places I used to live at, which was Best Western Inn off the Boulevard. And you guys have checked out numbers of times that I was on Pastor, not too far from Bolton Grande High School. And me now shining the city I am in, practically distance, almost Still Beach area, almost Nice Beach area, and basically almost Garden Grove too. It's all smashed together in one spot. So you all tune in tomorrow and join and check out the live. Let me know what's up. And let me know how things are going. And just have, I want to see how many people are going to come on. Seriously. That's when I go live.